Yo guys, what is up? Trent here from How To Haven, back with another tutorial, and today's going to be all about how to create that custom YouTube thumbnail. And the reason why you want to do this is because A, it's going to look a lot better, and it's going to get you more views. And that's really the goal of everyone on YouTube, is to get more views. And this is going to help you. Before we get into this, two things I want to quickly say. One, your account needs to be enabled for monetization to do this, and you have to have it set up. Pretty easy, really easy stuff to do. And second, I will put a time code in the description if you want to get straight to the point of where you actually make a thumbnail and not just uploading it to your YouTube video. So the first thing you want to do is go to your YouTube account. And this is my primary account. I post gameplays, gaming channel mostly. My first video you see right here does not have a thumbnail. So you want to click on edit, and then you're going to see these three things right here. And these are the default thumbnails YouTube gives you to choose from. And usually they're not going to do the job. So if you already have a thumbnail made, you can just press custom thumbnail, and you can go to your pictures and you can choose the thumbnail that you need. If you don't, I'm going to teach you how. So if you go over here, you'll see the suggested image size is 1280 by 720. If you do anything lower or anything more, it's going to look weird. So make sure all your images are that size. The next thing you want to do is go to this website, Pixlr, Pixlr.com. You want to go to the Pixlr editor and you want to launch the web app. So once you do that, you just want to press create a new image. You want to go to Untitled and get rid of that, or you can leave it, doesn't matter. I'm just going to name mine YouTube, and the most important thing you have to do here is go and set it to movie 720p. That automatically fills out your width and height requirements. And do not check transparent, because you don't need a transparent background. Now, if you already have an image you want to use, you can go and you can open it up here. I suggest doing that for this program because it's not as good as Photoshop, when you pretty much can only have one image. You can't really add other images later. So if you're going to use this program, I suggest finding something on the internet that you know you want to use already, or there's something you have in mind. But, if you don't do that, that's okay too. I'm going to show you how to do it without using a preset image. And if you do, again, want to use one, everything else I do here can apply. So what we want to do is go to the gradient tool. And this is just how I do it. You can explore the program, find other things to make, but this is how I do it. So go up here, and you want to change the color. We don't want stupid black and white. Nothing really good here, so I'm just going to change the color to my liking, and I like red. I really like red. And now I have the preset thing. Get rid of that, and make sure you're on the gradient tool, and you can just drag anywhere. I'm going to drag up because I think it looks better, and voila. So now we have a somewhat okay looking background, and what you can do is you can experiment with the filters. You could pointize it. You could get really crazy and add a kaleidoscope, but I don't know, it might be too ahead of your time there. Anyways, you do whatever. In Photoshop, there are particular filters I like to use that aren't in here that I think are better, but we can't use those. So I'm just going to leave it like this. And I would also normally add more images on here, but again, I can't really do that in this program. But you still, this is still going to be a decent looking thumbnail, still going to grab the eye. So what you want to do next is go to this A button right here, and you could just drag it anywhere. Let's put it right there. And now you have your text. So I'm going to do all caps, how to make a custom YouTube thumbnail. Okay. Let's change it to a different font. Poor Richard, no. Let's see. I don't really know where these fonts come from. It's kind of interesting names. You know what? I'm not going to waste time searching for a font that I like. Let's leave it like this. Now, it's kind of hard to see, so let's change the color to white. I like white. I think it pops out the most when you're making videos, or when people look at it. And let's make the size, let's ramp it up to a 90. And it's a little big, so let's bring this down here and space it out a bit. And then we can just drag it right here. And to space it out, you just want to click into this text box. So now we have something, and we're going to drag it down to the middle, because we don't really have anything else to fill it out with, which again is why I suggest you choose your own image. So now we have that going for us. We have the color, and now we're all good. But what else? Next, you want to go to the layers over here, And you're going to want to right click and go to Layer Styles. And you just want to bevel this because it's going to look a little better. Now this makes it look kind of weird, but we can fix that. We're going to go to size. Let's bring it down to 0. And we'll put the distance to 1. So it looks a little bit better. It pops out a bit more. Let's add an outer glow. And let's change the color to make it appear a little bit more. Let's do red. See what that looks like. No, we don't like that. Let's do a little yellow. I like yellow. So we have yellow. It's a little big for us. Don't make it so hard. Make the size a little bit smaller. Let's make it like a 3. No, let's do a 4. You can barely see it. It just makes the puppet all the bit more. If you have a white background, you can add a drop shadow. You know, you actually can tell in this. That looks pretty good as well. Bring the opacity down just a bit. And that looks pretty good. You could add inner glows, which kind of messes this one up, or an inner shadow. All up to you, of course. Now you hit OK. So now you just have a bunch of text. Now this isn't the best thumbnail you can make, but it's a pretty easy, relatively basic one to do. And once you do that, you could just press File, Save. And you can rename it if you didn't. I'm just going to leave mine. And you definitely want to keep it on JPEG. That's the best format for video or custom thumbnails. And you want to bring the quality all the way up to 100. And just had a little mic malfunction, but everything should be good. You see the size is 292 kilobytes, which is definitely small enough. You just press OK, and you can pick where to save it in your files. So once you've done that, you can go back to your YouTube and you can upload a custom thumbnail. And then you're good to go. You got something that looks a little bit better than the regular old still that they just leave for you. And you're all a bit smarter. Anyways, guys, it's been your boy Trent. Please subscribe for more. Comment if you have any questions. I'd love to help you out. And drop a like if this helped you a little bit. And I'll see you next time.